Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, right here in Sheffield at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane, Mr. Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, along with Sky Sports Box Office and in America Showtime, will team up once again to present an evening of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment, outdoors in a ballpark, the way it should be, just like the old days. And sponsorship will be provided by BetSafe, StubHub, and JD Sports. It'll be a great night of boxing, featuring 2 World Championship fights as the co-feature and main event. And here to start it off and tell us all about it, Mr. Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing.
Thank you, Michael. Pleasure as always to have you in the UK. Ahead of a huge night on Saturday, and I think at this time everybody involved with the event and in the room would like to send their condolences to the families of everyone affected by the tragedy in Manchester early this week. And of course our special thanks as well to South Yorkshire Police for acting with us diligently throughout the week to ensure the safety of the fans on Saturday night. Important, I believe, for the whole country that major events go ahead without disruption. This fight is one that has just really lit up the world of boxing across social media, with the worldwide media, with broadcasters. I think this is the fight of 2017. It's a clash between, in my opinion, the #1 and #2 welterweights in world boxing, and we cannot wait to see 27,000 people at Bramall Lane light up Yorkshire on Saturday night for 2 very special fighters. At this stage, I'm going to pass over to the head of Sky Sports Boxing, Adam Smith, to talk to the fighters and their teams.
Thanks, Eddie, and we echo our thoughts with the families and victims in Manchester. It's been a tough week for this nation, but in sporting terms, we have a huge night on Saturday. Kell Brook said to me many years ago, that his dream was to headline right here at Bramall Lane. So here's the stage, and here comes the hardest of challengers in the sparkling Texan, Errol Spence Jr., unbeaten in 21, multi-talented former amateur, answered every question asked of him as a pro so far, and America's hope for the future. So, straight to Kell. How did he become the first man to beat him?
Just do what I do best. Just turn up. I've had a fantastic camp in Fuerteventura, being pushed to the limit in training, because I know Errol Spence is one hell of a contender. So I'm going to have my hands full Saturday night, but I'm going to draw energy from everyone who's watching the fight here. All the fans being at Bramall Lane, give me that extra energy that, there's a lot on the line. There's a lot on the line, and I've made sure that I've covered every angle in this fight.
After the fight with Gennady Golovkin, there was talk of you going to super welterweight, light middle. You wanted to stay, defend the IBF title. It means a great deal to you. Has everything in camp gone absolutely according to plan, weight-wise, fitness-wise? You feel as strong at welterweight as ever?
I do, yeah. I've got faith in me. My nutritionist, Greg Marriott, he knows how I work, how I tick. He's been introducing things, and he never stops learning, so he's been trying to keep me as happy as I can in training camp. It's been difficult doing that, but I've put myself through it. And like that, my team wanted me to move up to 154, but I'm a stubborn guy. It took me all my career, to get that world title and beat Sean Porter, and it is no way that I want to move up and just give the title up. You've got to take it away from me. You've got to rip it out of my hands, because I'm passionate, and this belt belongs with me.
You're the underdog, the betting underdog for this fight. I think you were against Sean Porter as well. You're obviously a long way from home when you won the title. Do you relish that role?
I relish it. This is boxing. I love a challenge. I've proven these guys wrong before, and I'm going to do it again. There's question marks over Errol Spence. He's never been in with a guy like me. He's never been anything close to anything like me. So there's question marks over them. We're going to get them answered Saturday night.
We saw in the workout yesterday, didn't throw many right hands. Are you not hiding anything? It's not a problem, is it?
I'm keeping the right hands. I weren't chucking the right hands because chocolate brownies, right? I don't want it to be damaged. I want to give it to Errol Spence, clean cut, just being baked. I want it just to be baked. That's why I didn't let that right hand go. I want it to be crisp, so he tastes every bit of that sugar in there.
You've thrown many right-hand counters against southpaws. I know the southpaw style is not a problem, but what problems will Errol Spence give you on Saturday night?
It will give him many problems. You know, he's an ex-Olympian. He's a very good fighter. He's been, whoever they've been putting up against, he's been knocking them over. But like I said, southpaw suits me. The Ingles style. You know, we've seen every single style, and it's just going to be another day in the office for me. I've made sure that I put myself through it. I got on top of the weight early in camp, so I come in fit and healthy and firing on all cylinders.
You say another day at the office, but you've been talking about Nassim Hamad's thriller, that 7 knockdown affair in New York with Kevin Kelly all those years ago. Do you see something similar maybe unfolding on Saturday?
You know, it's a very good fight, Errol Spence, and you know, I think our styles are going to gel, and I think there's going to be a lot of drama in this fight, a lot of drama. You know, so we're both maybe at the canvas, but that's just going to be great for your guys to watch, because this fight is going to be a thriller. Fireworks from round 1. He's not going to take a backward step, and I'm not. So, you know, the fans are in for a fantastic night.
How much do you want this in front of 27,000 here in Sheffield on Saturday night?
I want it with all my heart. I've been coming down here since I was 7. My uncle Johnny told me that I'd defend my world title here one day. You know, he said that you will box and you'll defend your world title. So it's a dream come true for me, for the city. You know, I've just looked out and I've never seen the pitch like that before, all ready for Saturday night. And, you know, I want to, like I said, I want to go out there and put a great show on for everybody.
We welcome Errol Spence Jr. Fantastic to have you and your team over in Britain. Kell saying there that he sees drama on Saturday night. Do you likewise think it will be an electric fight?
Definitely. It'll be drama in the fight. Kell Brook, he's the guy to fight. He has power and he has size, and I had the same too. And I'm looking to come forward, and he said he's not taking a backward step, and I'm not taking a backward step. So, of course, it's going to be drama.
You have the pressure of a nation in America who expects Errol Spence Jr. to become maybe one of the pound-for-pound stars of boxing over there. Do you feel that? Does that worry you? Or, like Kell as the underdog, do you relish that?
Yeah, it's nothing but motivation. I get motivated from everybody who wants to see me do great, say I'm the next great thing and the next great American heavyweight. I mean, next great American welterweight.
Yeah,
so, I welcome that, and I'm ready for the fight. And I can't wait for Saturday night to prove that I am the best welterweight in the world, and I am the top dog at this division.
You're a very good amateur. 21 fights as a pro, 18 knockouts. But do you think you've been in with anyone remotely like Kell Brook?
No, I haven't. I'll tell the truth. No, I have not. But I'm going to prove myself Saturday night. You know, I have the skills. I have the ability to beat Kell Brook.
So how do you do it?
Well, we have a game plan. But like I said, he said he's not taking a step backwards. I said I'm not taking a step backwards. So hopefully we can meet in the middle of the ring.
And what about the experience that he has? Obviously, you're a long way from home. Has that affected you at all? Or are you say a ring's a ring and it's business?
It's all business. It's not going to affect me at all, his experience at all.
And how much do you want this, Errol?
This is a lifelong dream of mine. It's something I've been dreaming about since I was a little kid. Something I worked for my whole life. Training in the gym 7 days a week, giving my blood, sweat, and tears and my time for this. So I want it with all my heart, and I will be world champion come Saturday night.
No doubts?
No doubts at all. I wouldn't have came here if I had any doubts.
Derek James alongside Errol. Obviously, you've been training him for a long time. How confident are you, or how worried are you about what Kell Brook brings to the table?
Well, I know that Kell Brook's a good fighter, and I believe in my guy. I believe in myself. I believe in his confidence. I believe in all the work that we've done. I believe in everything we've done from the first day we ever worked out to this point right now. And Kell Brook's a tough adversary. He's a tough guy, and we know that. This is boxing. This is challenges. Boxing is the only sport that's settled with a fight, and everything everybody's talking about doesn't matter. You get tired of hearing it. You get tired of talking about it because it's fight time. That's really what it is. It's fight time right now. So it's not much you can say, and it's not much that we want to say other than, hear Michael Buffer say what he says best. Let's get ready to rumble.
Brendan, Dominic and John Ingle have long told us about Kell's talent from a young boy. Have you always seen something at Errol that makes you think this guy's different?
Well, you know, initially we started training, I didn't know. But the more and more you watch him, you see his work ethic, the way he was beating guys and knocking them out, and his commitment to, we trained 7 days a week before he made the Olympics. I mean, so it was just like every day. And it's a commitment, like I said, from myself, from him, his father, his family. And you see it every day. You know, now it's like every day you see it and you're like, man, goodness, and you had that thought he could be one of the best. And Kell Brook is the guy that brings out the best fighter in Errol Spence. So everything you all saw before, people fall in love with it and like it, they're really going to love him more now because this great guy is going to bring out greatness in Errol.
It's the litmus test for your man, Errol Spence Jr. What happens on Saturday night?
Hey, we come out victorious, and like the guy said, he's too green. It doesn't matter who you fought to this point, because who did Leon Spinks fight before he beat Muhammad Ali? Nobody.
7,000 people are cheering.
Man down.
Wait, no.
Man
down. Listen, not one of y'all, you're not throwing a punch though. Nobody in here is throwing a punch, so it doesn't matter how many 27,000 people not throwing a punch.
And let's not forget.
Let's bring Dominic Ingle in. Obviously, Kell's a long-time trainer. I know you're excited about all of this.
Let's not forget when Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was way, way, way past his best. So if that's the best analogy, we haven't got a problem on Saturday night.
Keep on talking, though. Keep on talking.
You know, Kell Brook's always talked about this fight being his dream, to fight here at Bramall Lane. But one man's dream is another man's nightmare, and on Saturday night it's going to be Errol Spence's nightmare. It's not going to be a problem. He's come here. He's come with a lot of confidence into this, into this fight. But to me, it just seems like they've pushed him from America to come over here, and it's almost like when you're at school, and as a kid that nobody wants to fight, and your mates push you in. You go first. You have a fight with him, and we'll all see what happens then. And it's just like he's the guy who's brave enough to do it, but not really qualified to do it. And there's a big difference. There's a big difference in that. When Mayweather fights, he has the fight loaded, he has the promotion, he has the gloves loaded. Danny Garcia won't come here, Keith Thurman won't come here. The only guy who's fought Kell Brook and put in a very good performance was Sean Porter, and Sean Porter's there. He's a proven fighter, and ever since getting beat by Kell Brook, he's shown how good he is because he's gone in with other guys.
Sky Sports had y'all losing that fight with Sean Porter too.
But what I'm saying to you is this. We're calling Errol Spence an Olympian. You've got to win a gold, silver, or a blooming bronze to be an Olympian.
You never had a fight before in your life.
I've had guys who've been in the Olympic qualifiers, but they're not Olympians. So if that's the best he's got, that's all right. No problem.
How many fights have you had?
None. Listen, right, I can talk better than I can fight. Everybody knows that.
Well, keep talking.
And if anybody puts it on me, as soon as anybody puts it on me, I go, oh no, I don't want to know. I try and talk my way out. Everybody knows that. I'm all talk and smoke and mirrors. That's what I am. I can't smack my own lips. Simple as that. So hopefully after we finish this press conference, you're not going to put it on me behind this screen, because I know you've been training. I said, I hope when we finish this press conference, we're not going to go behind this screen and you're going to put it on me. Because I know you've been training. I can see you've lost some weight. You're looking a bit sharper. Right? But I've been running. I've been practicing running. I'll be boom, gone.
Dominic, finally, on a serious note, how do you win this fight? How does Team Brook emerge victorious Saturday night?
Well, if Errol Spence is trained by his trainer and fights anything like his trainer, then it's going to be a knockout job by Kell Brook. Simple as that.
I like that. Yeah.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
I like that very much.
Thanks, Adam. Before we hear a little bit more from the fighters, and thank you for your patience as well, I would like to at this time congratulate both teams for taking this fight, going through with this fight. It's been widely documented that Errol Spence was a very, very tough mandatory challenge for Kell Brook, and coming off the Gennady-Golovkin fight, there's many fighters and many teams that might have looked for another option. That was never an option for Kell Brook to vacate this title, and I mean, it was not what. It was never an option.
You have a choice.
Make that weight! Come on, make that weight!
Of course we did.
You got to make that weight! We've made the weight. We're ready to fight.
Anyway,
we've made the weight.
I was just going to give you some props, but anyway, I might not bother now. All right? But on a serious note, and well done to Errol Spence for coming over and taking the challenge to fight in the UK. Well done to Tom Brown. Well done to Sam and Heyman team, because things have moved smoothly in this fight. Both guys want this fight. They weren't pushed into this fight. They want the fight. They could have both taken other fights. Simple as that. And thank you to the support of Sheffield County Council, of course, Sheffield Football Club, all the broadcasters around this world. And most importantly as well, of course, Sky Sports and Showtime. And if you look at the Showtime schedule recently, it's been sensational. We're delighted to be working with them on numerous events. And of course, recently, Joshua Klitschko at Wembley. We know it's a big fight when Stephen Espinoza flies over, and we see a lot of worldwide media genuinely here excited about this fight. And I'd like to pass over to Stephen Espinoza from Showtime Boxing to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Eddie. This is Showtime's third trip to the UK in the last 5 weeks. The first one, of course, was in collaboration with Matchroom and Sky, the big fight British superstar Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium. The last two trips have been really to cover two of America's best young talents. Last weekend, it was Gervonta Davis, who successfully defended his title against Liam Walsh. And this week, obviously, Errol Spence will try to do the same, but as the challenger. This is a big fight for the U.S. market. It is getting a tremendous amount of attention, partially because it's a fight that pits two of the best, if not the two best fighters in the division. But it's also because we are in the midst of a special era. I think we will look back at this time in the sport and recognize that this welterweight division is one of the deepest in recent history. And as Eddie said, they are fighting each other. So much respect to both men, to both teams, for taking the challenge. It will be a very special night. We're proud to be a part of it.
Thank you very much, Stephen. And before we pose for a head-to-head down here and then on the pitch, a final word from both fighters. Errol, good luck on Saturday, and tell us what happens on Saturday night.
Saturday night is another man down. All the talking over with. It's the end of fight week. Weigh-ins tomorrow. Saturday night, it's fight time. So I'm done with the talking. No more talking. Let's glove up.
Kell Brook, that belt means a lot to you. Bramall Lane, 27,000 your people. What happens on Saturday
night? Chocolate brownie special delivery. We're ready. We're ready, Eddie.
Ready. Good man. Ready. Guys, we're going to break for a head-to-head. Thank you so much. Roll on for a very, very special night on Saturday. Thank you.